Hello there, I'm Daz. So a couple of years ago I made a video locating 30 Crimson Nirnroot. Today I intend to go one better or 14 better because I intend to locate all 44 Crimson Nirnroot in one single take. So I'm starting right outside Sinderion's field laboratory. I'm just about to pick up the quest, a return to your roots. People should find this location easily enough. It's the first thing you see when you arrive in Blackreach for the first time. Okay, so I can hear the chimes of doom off to the side. And here we are. Read the journal to start the quest. Collect Crimson Nirnroot in Blackreach, 0 of 30. And there is the first one. Okay, this should be quite straightforward apart from one particular Crimson Nirnroot which requires a whirlwind sprint attempt. Okay, that's the first 5. Hopefully I've picked a route that's going to save the most amount of time. It's difficult not to start backtracking, to be honest. Okay, so grab this one here and just turn to the right and under this pipe here. I can find another one. Now I'm just heading back to where I picked up the previous one because I'm now looking out for a wooden bridge. Here we are. And then heading back onto the main path. I could do this a little bit quicker, but I think it's probably best to head back to the main path as often as possible. Might make it a little bit easier to follow along. I should have mentioned I've cleared out all of the enemies, which is going to make this quite a bit easier. So that's 10 down. Should be one just by the water's edge here, and then I'm going to head up towards the Silent City, which is just to the north from here. Okay, so just at the side of the entrance into the debate hall, we have another Crimson Nirnroot that was guarded by a chorus hunter. Now I'm heading into the Hall of Rumination. There is one at the top of this tower. So when you arrive here for the first time, the gates in front of me will be locked. You can unlock those with this lever here. Then you need to head up in the elevator. Just make sure I've got to become ethereal equipped. Yes, I have. because I'm going to take a shortcut down to save about a minute. Okay, make sure I'm dropping from the correct position. Okay, that should be safe enough. Okay, so that's the exit for people travelling down on foot. And I'm now heading back to the main path. Hopefully I can get this done in around about 20 minutes. So a little bit later I'll be heading over there to the Tower of Mzark. But that's for later. For now I'm heading up as if towards the basement area of Mzinchaleft. That is the Great Lift at Mzinchaleft, just in front of us there, so I'm going to be heading around the side of that for another Crimson Nirnroot. 15. I'll go back to the map. There is Mzinchaleft. Okay. So drop down under this bridge, heading up towards the Silent Ruin for another couple. There is one inside there. I'm heading around the back first. Okay. I'll be very upset if I get to the end of this video and I've only got 43 because I've missed one along the way. But I have had a couple of practice runs. The biggest problem is the one that's going to require whirlwind sprint, but I should be okay as long as I make a save before the attempt. So I'm now heading down to the Tower of Mzark for a few easy ones. So I'm going to be heading down the stairs at the side there, but first I'm going to grab this one. I've got to say that collecting 30 Crimson Nirnroot is a bit of a walk in the park actually after trying to collect all 44. So that's 19. Yeah, I got to 40 and then it took me ages to find the final 4. So we have another one here. 20. That's it, Dars. Don't miss any silly ones. 22. Halfway there. So I'll be making a quick save after this one because I need to head down the waterfall. And And I have died once or twice at this point. If you land on something sharp.
Fight!
Okay, and there's one right here. And then I'm going to be heading inside the Derelict Pumphouse. I skipped this one on my original video just to save time, but I can't do that today. Okay, so the one in here, you need to jump down into the water, release this valve, collect our pesky Crimson Nirnroot, then release the second valve. And then I'm heading up in the elevator. Okay. So I can tell you that the tricky Nirnroot is just on top of there. So in a minute or so, I'll be attempting that jump. Okay, 27. Better equip Whirlwind Sprint. And it requires 2 words of the shout. From my testing, it does anyway. So, for people who are not going to be attempting this one, you can head back down into the pump house and out of the door, and I'll meet you at the bottom. For the ones who are following along with me, let's attempt this jump. Another quick save.
What? Nah!
Got it. Lovely. Switch out the shouts again. I want to just wait for the cooldown so I can meet you lot at the bottom of the tower and then continue the journey.
Fight!
Okay, so around to the Derelict Pumphouse entrance. Okay, and from this point, you want to point south. Or south-ish. Here we are. 29. Things seem to be going well. I'm sort of playing things through in my mind, trying to reassure myself that I've not missed any, but I don't think I have. So, that's the primary target completed, all 30. There is another one under this pipe. And just head up to this camp where you can run into the trolls. Okay, so this is where I could make a silly mistake. So I'm just at the side of the war quarters and we're gonna grab a whole bunch very shortly. So there's one on top of this bridge here, and there is another one just right through there as well. So the one on the bridge first, just skip up here. So that's that one. I'll check my tally in just a moment. That's great. I did a whirlwind sprint. I managed that fine, but I couldn't jump up a few pebbles. Okay, so I'm now at 35. And from this point, I need to head back up to Sinderion's field laboratory. I'm just listening out for any more chimes, but I don't think I'm going to hear any for a while. I think I've got them all. Okay, and the rest of them are all over this side. Okay, another one just up here. Right, so very shortly I'm going to be headed towards that tower there when the light lands. But first I need to head down here. It's very dark. Another one just at the side of this waterfall. This was one of the 4 that I really struggled with once I'd reached 40. And there is another one over here. And then we head back up the way we came, up this slope, and then across the bridge to the tower. Just going to check the tally. 41, all good. There are 3 more around here. 42. 43, and into Reeking Tower. So I think I deserve a strong drink after this one. But I can't have one because I'm on the wagon, so I'll just have to have a bar of chocolate or something instead. So here we are. Okay, folks, all 44. Crimson Nirnroots, I don't know what all the fuss was about. So I hope people found that informative. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.